Once upon a time, in the quiet village of Omi, there lived a woman named Iya Basira. Iya Basira was a widow and had one child, a beautiful daughter named Basirat. Her husband had died in a ghastly motor accident while returning one day from the market where he sold farm products. After his death, her in-laws accused her of killing their brother. They called her all sorts of names and swore she would never live under their roof again. They took away everything she owned and chased her out of their home. With tears streaming down her face and her little daughter held in her arms, Yabasira left helplessly and relocated to a village of Obi. With the little money she had managed to save, she rented a small room in a face me I face you compound shared by other tenants. That night, as she sat in her tiny room staring at the flickering lantern, she thought to herself, if this little money I have finishes now, I will turn to a beggar. What do I do? She sat quietly thinking until a thought came to her head. Okay, maybe I could start a small cooking business, no matter how small. From there, I can make something out of it. The next morning, she went to the market and bought a few cups of rice, some pepper, and palm oil. With determination, she started a mini buka by the side of her compound. Since she didn't have much, she began small, cooking rice and stew. She was lucky to borrow a table from Baba Landlord, as they fondly called him, and that became her first restaurant table. The first day, things went well. People who passed by could not resist the sweet smell of her food. The rice was soft, the stew rich with pepper and spice. Before noon, she had sold everything. Yabasira was so happy that evening. When she counted her small profits, she danced around her room, praising God for blessing her hands. As her business grew, she added beans, fufu, and soup. Her customers became so many that most of them preferred to eat there rather than buy and take home. Soon, Iya Basira thought of getting a bigger space to contain her customers. She employed two sales girls and bought more coolers and utensils. She also started taking orders for outdoor events, cooking for people during their occasions. Iya Basira cooked different kinds of food, rice of all types, small chops, pastries, and more, even nkwobi, isiewu, and oba. Her restaurant boomed so much that she became well known and respected. People from far and wide came to eat at her restaurant. They commended her cooking, especially her neatness, and this brought so much blessing to Iya Basira. In the same compound where she started her life lived a woman named Ogechi. Ogechi was a troublesome woman, single and living a life no one could really explain. She wore heavy makeup every day and sat in front of her door, watching who went out and who came in. She was always poking her nose into other people's business. When Ogechi saw how Yabasira's restaurant was growing and how well she was doing, she became jealous. She started gossiping to anyone who cared to listen. So they are saying this woman suddenly owns a restaurant and sells good food, eh? Why is her own so fast and different? Look at Mama Chikodi. Mama Chikodi that had been selling food for years down the road. She's still there, oh. This one that just came from nowhere don't blow. One afternoon, Ogechi was gossiping with Chika, the hairdresser who had her shop in the front of the compound. My sister, e shock me oh, Chika said. How she take get money safe? Don't mind her, Ogechi replied. She dey sleep around. I even heard she uses Juju to attract her customers. Ewo, Chika shouted with her eyes wide open. Are you serious? Yes, now, even that her daughter is a product of prostitution. She just relocated here where nobody knows her to continue her shower business, and now it has earned her something. Anyway, she's lucky, oh, Chika finally said. Ogechi went about gossiping and spreading all sort of lies about Iyabasira. One day, she thought to herself, maybe I should also start selling rice in front of our compound. The next day, Ogechi mounted her own table with coolers of rice and stew. People passing by looked at her curiously. Ah, Ogechi, are you now selling food? Chika asked in surprise. Yes, so my sister. E be like saying na where the money dey now o. Make I follow collect my own. Chika laughed. Oya na, make I patronize you, sell rice for me. Ogechi served her. But after one spoon, Chika spat the food out. Nne, what is this? This is too spicy. Did you buy all the Maggi in a Ekonwa market? What do you mean, eh? Ogechi hushed. Don't come here and spoil my business, oh. You that eats from Iya Basira, have you ever complained about her food before? Because you ever poor? Ogechi pursued Chika out. People patronized Ogechi the first day, but after a few days, they stopped. She would sit all day under her umbrella, waiting till evening until she either got tired or the sun became too much. She would end up wasting the food. Even dogs rejected it. One evening, she sat in her room and thought to herself, so it is true that Yabasira uses Juju to cook because why is my own different, eh? Why am I not selling like her? After all, that was the same spot she started before she made it big. No wonder this woman is evil. Ogechi decided to do something to boost her business, ignoring the fact that she didn't know how to cook. She traveled to the next village to see a babalawo who lived in a secluded house. When she got there, she told him her reason for coming. Baba, I want my business to grow. I want to be like Iya Basira, who owns one of the largest restaurants in town. I want customers to come and eat my food. The Baba, after listening to her, gave her a strange substance to always add to her food after cooking, and another one to mix in a bowl of water to spray around her shop every morning before opening. Ogechi thanked him and left. She did exactly what Baba said, and boom, her business started selling. Customers became so many that she couldn't even attend to all of them at once. Chika, the roadside hairdresser, was shocked at how suddenly her business had grown and how people now ate her food despite her poor cooking. Ogechi rented a bigger space and business was moving fine until the substance Baba gave her finished. Her customers started reducing again. She became worried and went back to Baba. This time, what the Babalawo told her shocked her. Baba said she would have to sleep with him for her business to bounce back. Ah, Baba, please, oh. Baba, please, oh, I can't do that one, oh. Please, just give me back the substance. I will pay any amount. No, said the Baba. The substance won't work again. I am offering you what will make your business the biggest in the whole world. Ogechi thought about it and, blinded by greed, she agreed. She went back, and as promised, her business boomed again. But after a month, it started going down once more. Now she visited Baba regularly, sleeping with him each time to keep her business going. This continued until she contracted a terrible infection. She was always scratching and feeling weak. Soon, she developed a foul body odor. Her sales girl started avoiding her. Customers who came close to her noticed the smell and wondered how a woman who made so much money could smell that way. Gradually, her business began to crumble. Customers stopped coming and her sales girls resigned one after the other. Ogechi thought of visiting Baba again to complain, but she was tired. Tired of the shame, tired of sleeping with him. Confused and hopeless, her restaurant finally shut down. She would pass by people on the street and they would squeeze their faces, covering their noses. Ogechi was so ashamed of herself that she packed up and left, returning to her village in sickness and disgrace. Meanwhile, Iya Basira had moved out of the Face Me I Face You compound into a beautiful mansion she had been building gradually. Her daughter Basira now lived like a princess. Iya Basira launched another big restaurant where she sold local dishes. She called it Iya Basira Local Taste. Her name became known throughout the land for her honesty, cleanliness, and hard work. Ogechi, on the other hand, remained indoors in shame, battling sickness until she could no longer move around. She never recovered. The end. Morals of the story: hard work and patience bring true success. Envy and gossip only destroy the one who carries them. There is no shortcut to greatness. What is built with lies will crumble. Clean hands attract clean blessings. When you wish others bad, your own fortune will run away from you. Honest labor tastes sweeter than stolen success. Thank you for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this story, please subscribe, like, and comment. And click on the notification button so you can always get notifications whenever I post on YouTube. Thank you and bye.